So when I started off, I just took Milk Flex Concealer, and then I applied that on the eyelids as a base. I am no longer using shadow bases on, like normal shadow bases, like primers or anything like that on the lid, because it dries my lid out. And I have really dry lids, except for in the creases of my lids, those are oily, but everything else like on my actual lid is like super dry, and I don't want to aggravate or irritate that. So I'm using a little bit more gentler products there, so hence concealers that are a little bit creamier. If they're too creamy, I set them down. Anyways, doesn't matter. So I want to go pretty neutral on the eyes today, and then I want to cut the crease. So let's go ahead and just get into that. Alright, so to start things off, I'm going to take Light Smoke and apply it to the transition crease area like so. Trying to get that haze gradient effect, you know, adding some depth and dimension to the eye. More so adding dimension. Alright, next I'm going to cut the crease, and here I use the Neutralize and Camouflage line, and now I'm just filling in the cut crease on the lid like so. Then to define that cut on the crease, I'm taking the shade Cocoa and just using the curved end of a stencil to go ahead and really define that cut. So I'm just going to work back and forth to make sure that I get the amount of intensity that I'm looking for in my cut crease. Got to utilize all ends of the stencils. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this to the outer corner, outer V, same color Cocoa, and blend that into the edge of the cut. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go in with some glitters. So I have the MAC glitter in the shade Raining Riches. And then I have another MAC glitter in the shade Gray, which kind of looks blue. And then I have the NYX Glitter Brilliance. And this one is in the shade GLI07. This doesn't really have like a name. Oh, it's called Ice. Nice. Alright, so now I'm taking some NYX Glitter Primer and applying that in sections depending on where I'm applying the glitter. So the first section is the inner corner of the lid. I'm just patting it in like so. The first shade of glitter I'm going to go in with is the MAC glitter in the shade Gray, which has like a bluish hue to it. That's why I chose this one. Now we want to try to make the flag out of glitter, hence why we're doing the inner corner in this bluish shade like so. And I'm just patting it in using this applicator I picked up. It is an e.l.f. applicator. I believe I picked it up from Target, just in case you're interested. Next, I'm going in for the next section, taking the NYX Glitter Glue once again, and just patting it over the lid, the rest of the space there that has the Neutralize and Camouflage line. And then I'm just going to pat in the shade Raining Riches with the same applicator. I'm going to go ahead and fill in all the rest of that neutral space. Alright, so next I'm taking a flat liner brush, and I'm just taking the NYX Glitter Glue on it and creating a stripe with the glue. And then I'm going in with the NYX Glitter in the shade Ice and just applying that over the stripe of glue like so. This will give me the stripes like on the flag, you know. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and redefine the cut crease like so, just taking Cocoa once again and adding a layer on, just so I can have some good dimension there. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply Underground to the outer corner, outer V, just for some depth. I want a sharp outer V line. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend it into the glitter, so that way everything's nice and cohesive. Just adding little by little, blending it in like so. Now it's time to work on the complexion. So here I'm just taking the Neutralize and Camouflage line and I'm concealing my deeper blemishes like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and contour. So here I'm taking the shade Sepia and just carving out my cheekbones and my nose like so. And then I'm going to go in and just apply a little bit of blush. So here I just use the shade Dark Peach Pink. And I'm just lightly dusting it on just a little bit, not too much. Okay, then I'm going to go in with foundation, and here I'm using the Dinair Colair Radiance line. That line is perfect for events, holiday, or special occasion makeup. I just love the finish that it gives the skin. So I'm just applying it all over the face like so. Then I'm going to go in with concealer, and I'm not going to lie, I completely forgot to do this step. I would normally do it before foundation, but you know, it's better late than never. Here I'm just using the Milk Flex concealer in the shade medium and just applying that to the under eye area like so. Okay, now that that's on, I'm going to go ahead and set it with Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder because we don't want it to crease or move. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish off my foundation. So here I'm just taking a darker shade from the Colair Radiance line. This is Golden Olive. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply it to the outer brim and perimeter of my face. If you're new here, I do like to put a deeper foundation shade on the outer rim and the base foundation shade on the inner. Now I'm just going to set everything down using my favorite Scandinavia Bridal Makeup Finishing Spray in my airbrush. Best way to apply it, girl. And then for the under eye area or the lower lash line, I'm just going to go ahead and dip into the Pretty Cool palette. And for that, I'm using the shade Fine Print. I'm just going to go ahead and sweep it under the lower lash line like so, or on the lower lash line like so. Under it. Yes, under it. Okay, and then I'm going to go in and deepen that up just a little bit with the shade Smoke Show from the palette. This is the deepest shade in the Pretty Cool palette. What that's going to do is just add some depth and dimension to the lower lash line. All right, and now it's time for a blush. So I'm using the blush shade from the Dose of Colors mini palette, and the shade is called Hey Girly. And I'm just going to top it over the area where I airbrush my blush. This is just going to give me double. That way, if there's any fading or anything, you'll still see that nice flushed look. Then I'm going to go in with bronzer, and here I'm using the Fenty Bronzer in the shade Island Ting. And I'm just going to go ahead and bronze my face like so. This will set everything in place nicely and make sure that my makeup survives sweating. Then for highlight, I'm going to go into the Dose of Colors Mickey palette and use the shade Beyond Classic and just apply my highlight like so. This shade is the perfect champagne highlight. I absolutely love it. So your girl's just going to lay it down. I just want to glow. It's 4th of July. Let's just glow. And then I'm going to apply the same shade to the tear duct just to go ahead and finish off the eyes. And then I'm going to apply it to the brow bone as well. All right, so now I'm going to go in with mascara, and here I'm using the Loreal Voluminous mascara, just kind of retrying it to see if, you know, I'm missing out on anything. Honestly, I'm not. Or I realize I'm not. So yeah. Then I'm going to go in and define the lash line using the Melt shadow in the shade Dark Matter. And I'm just going to stamp that or press that into the lash line like so. Because I'm not really going to do a liner look for this look. The glitter does enough. I don't really need to do a wing. And then I'm going to pop on some false lashes. So here I'm using the Kiss lashes in the style Ritzy, my favorite style, okay? And I'm just going to pop them on like so, because you know, no holiday look is complete without some false lashes, girl. We got to make them lashes pop, pop. See what I'm saying? And then I'm going to go ahead and touch up my brows. And here I'm using the Glossier Boy Brow in the darkest shade that they have. There's only 3. So me saying the darkest shade should be good. I'll put the link, or I'll put the names of all of the products that I use in the video down in the description box for you guys. And then to fill in the sparse areas on my brows, I'm honestly just taking the Milani Eye Tech eyeliner, and I'm just going to fill in those areas like so. I don't really keep a brow pen in stock because you know your girl doesn't always have sparse areas. So I don't feel the need to. And then for the lips, I'm just going to go ahead and take the lip liner from the MAC Aaliyah collab. This is the red one. I believe there was only two. There was a black one and a red one. This is the red one. I'll have the name of it and the shade name in the description box below. But it was a limited edition collection, so I don't believe they have it in stock anymore. And this is the finished look. Beautiful, sparkly, so festive. I hope you guys love it. I absolutely love this look. It was perfect to rock on 4th of July. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.